Welcome to today's episode, which is going to be now dedicated to the working mom. I hear you, I see you, I am you, and this is going to be a love letter from you. I'm thinking of you, why you feel not good enough, where it comes up in your life, and how I can help you with this episode to feel more seen, appreciated, validated. So I hope that this very short episode is going to help you to feel less of that not good enoughness, less of that I just cannot juggle it all. I just cannot balance it all. There's something wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with you, obviously. So it's kind of funny, but today I tell you, what is the background, what is the personal story today? Because actually right now I'm sitting in front of my computer to record this for you. And my son is sick. I mean, not really sick, but he has been sick for a few days. And today I decided not to take him to school yet because he's not fully recovered. And this exactly not healthy enough to go to school, but not really sick that he would lay around or he would just leave me do my thing. Like he wants to play constantly. So I'm happy that I could have the support for today, and I have the babysitter coming today. So she is with my son downstairs. But it just made me think that I'm going to start this episode how I made this decision, what is really the guilt, how it comes up for me today, because you can relate to it. And then we go into the love letter part that I really want you to hear that you are doing a great job, that you are a good enough mom. So, my son has been sick for a few days. It's nothing serious, like, my temperature, he's a little bit coughing, no clear symptoms. So it just must be some fucking virus. And the thing is, that it always complicates things, obviously, because I'm working from home and my husband has a very unflexible job. So he has to go to the office. Therefore, and on the top of it, we are living abroad. So therefore, when the kids get sick, it's 99% on me. Sometimes he can help out, sometimes he can work from home, sometimes he can be there for my client meeting or whatever, but not all of the time. So it's really up to me to figure it out. And this is one of the things that it is just the best example of mom guilt and the pressure what comes with being a working mom. I want to be also there for my business. I don't want to cancel my clients' meetings because I also know they count on me and they count on that 1 hour with me in their week. So I really don't want to. I don't feel like really not good when I have to cancel a session, but shit happens, life happens. And I also want to be there for my son. Obviously, kids get sick. It's just so normal, right? So when he is sick, luckily my daughter rarely gets sick, but when he gets sick, he really needs me. So I want to be there for him. So obviously it's very as per situation. If he's very feverish, if he really needs me, then also sometimes it's just like, okay, let things explode. Luckily, I have amazing clients. They are moms, so we just understand how it works. Sometimes they have to cancel and it's okay. Sometimes I have to cancel because these things happen and that's okay too. But what I want to come to is what it's really going on in me when these things happen. So, for example, today in the morning, I was really like debating like whether to send him to school or not because I knew that I wanted to record this podcast for you. I have client sessions coming up, and I said like he's well enough, like he's in a good mood, he's running around. So why not to? But then when I took the temperature, it was still a little bit high. And I said, like, okay, I don't want him to suffer in the school. And I also don't want him to get even worse. So I said, like, okay, no, I'm going to call the babysitter and he's going to stay at home. But then, it's just so funny how our brain works. Now, when I was about to sit down and start my working day and record a podcast, and then a client session is coming up right after this, I was just like, okay, maybe I should be with him. And literally, like, he is well. He's really well. He loves playing with his babysitter. She is an amazing person. So still my brain went into this, you should do it. If he is at home, you should be with him. So just checking with your thoughts when you're really nasty with yourself. You're not kind with yourself. So I decided for him not to go to school. He could have gone to school today. I decided not to. And again, I decided to keep this podcast recording, for example, today because I want to do it. I decided not to cancel my client sessions because I already canceled earlier this week and I wanted to keep them because he is well enough. So what I want you to learn from me is not because I'm doing it so well or perfectly or whatever. I'm simply just doing it good enough based on what I think is best for us and in the particular very situation. So you can be a good enough working mom, really step by step, making your choices, making your decisions, coming from when you start the daycare and then whether or not you hire a babysitter or after school classes or wraparound or like whatever. Like, don't compare yourself to others, but trust yourself that you are going to really make the best decision for you and for your family as it goes, as they grow, as maybe your career opportunities grow, like whatever, but really what is best for you in that particular situation. So today, the best choice was for me to ask the babysitter to come and rearranged my calendar, obviously, because I don't have a full day as if he would be in school. But I'm still picking the most important things I want to do for today. And I deal with guilt exactly the way like I just told you, like I remind myself that I chose this, I want to do this. He is well enough and I know that I'm going to have plenty of time to still connect with him and play with him after. So the love letter, which I really originally planned for today for you, is that you feel seen and validated in that I'm trying to juggle it all and I just constantly feel like I'm failing. So here is the list of 6 things that I think I see most of the working moms are really suffering from. And these are the reasons that you feel just not good enough. As I said already in the previous episode, I was a stay-at-home mom. I was a working mom. I have been a work from home mom. And neither is better than the other. It's rather like how we perceive the challenges. It can be different, but we all are working, we all love our kids, and we do our best. So let's go. What is this list of 6? And I really hope that you're going to feel just so much more seen, appreciated when we went through this. So the number one is you feel constantly not good enough everywhere because of this war between personal family life and work. Like you feel like you are not a good enough mom at home because you just cannot spend enough quality time with them. You cannot be patient enough after a long day at work. While you also feel that you cannot be good enough in your work because kids get sick and also the mental load of motherhood is really weighing you down and draining you and you just feel constantly this war, this conflict in you that I cannot be good enough either at the places, not in my workplace, not at home. The second is really the mom guilt, which comes up with you have responsibilities at your workplace. You have to maybe travel, you have to work X hours, you have to be in the office, for example. And then what it comes with, sometimes you miss out school events or you cannot pick up the kids earliest as you see, for example, other moms doing. So just think about how much of that mom guilt comes up from I should. So you have the reality, X hours you are working, or you have to be in the office, or whatever that exact situation is. That is reality, and you are fighting that reality because the mom guilt is just whispering those nasty things to you that you should. How what kind of a mother you are if you are missing out on that school event or escorting them on a school trip while other moms are doing that. So that mom guilt that you cannot be as much present for your kids is very real. Number three, it is really this invisible pressure to do it all. Society celebrates this super mom who works and parents and cooks and cleans and still looks good and having friends and goes to, gym, like literally doing everything. And this, oh, we can have it all. And I do believe that we can have it all if we define what that all means. We can have it all, but we cannot do it all at once. So I repeat myself because this is super important. We can have it all when all is defined by you, but we cannot do it all at once. Because we are humans with human capacity with 24 hours a day. So, no, thank you. And that's just completely fine. Number four, feeling judged. You can feel constantly not good enough because you feel like whatever you are doing is just never good enough. If you pick the daycare, oh my God, you are already sending your child to daycare. Oh, you are an ambitious bitch. Or whatever your background is, maybe for financial reasons, you like have to pick the daycare at certain age. Still, you can be judged for it. Oh my God, I told you about this earlier on this podcast. I was shocked when I saw that video when this therapist or psychologist, she was talking about how selfish it is for parents to send their kids to daycare because below the age of 3, kids don't need community. So anytime you send them to daycare, that is for you, for your selfish reasons, because the kids don't need community below the age of 3. And I was just like, oh, thank you. You were just now making other working moms and working parents even more guilty. Well done. It's like, oh my gosh. I'm just stopping this rant here because I already told about that. But it shocked me so much. It's like, for whatever reason, you pick daycare because you have to, for financial reasons, because you have to work, or for your mental health, because you have to go back to work in order to feel like human, an adult human again. For whatever reason you choose the daycare, it's valid. It's okay. And feeling judged, we are going to talk about others' opinion later on this podcast, but feeling judged as a working mom, oh my gosh, yes, I know what it is about. So just think about that it is your choice. And whatever you are choosing, you know best what is best for you and for your family. Number five, guilt around self care. Because time for you feels even more selfish when there is always something or someone needing you. It's either extra things from work, or your boss is still calling you after hours, or something to take care of because it's school or at nursery, or just simply family. Like, I have to do this and this and this and this. Like your head is already full of your to-do list. And now you want me to take care of me? Like when, where, how? But no, I talk about this so much, and I'm going to have a specific episode for self-care. Self-care is really the maintenance for you to be able to be present, to be able to give, to be able to not break, but be the one who you want to be at your workplace, the team player who you want to be, and the mom, the heart of the family, the heartbeat of the whole family. That needs maintenance. Self-care is not luxury, it is essential. But I know it can feel like where and why and how. And then number six is the emotional overload. Being the emotional anchor at home, dealing with everybody's emotions and tantrums and just keeping the peace and creating this loving home. And then also the reliable team player who can be available for business dinners or travels or anything that your job requires from you to do. It can really drain your reserves. Like, I just want you to feel seen that these things matter. And obviously, it is quite easy to really sink into this not good enoughness, feeling not good enough, when you feel like you are just drowning in all of this, trying to be a good mom, but also trying to be good enough at your workplace, and you feel like you are just failing because it's too much, you cannot balance them all. So I already wrote a how to juggle it all blog post. You can check that out on my website, esterbisabo.com, on my blog. You can also check out the invisible loads while mother, which like are carried by mothers every day. That's also a quite recent blog post. You can just check out and read it if you like reading. But these are all the topics that I want really to help you with, to feel seen that yes, this is hard. Being a working mom is hard, but don't make it even harder for yourself to always beat yourself up, to always having and really like fighting this mom guilt that just comes up, that you just cannot be present enough, that you cannot have that time. And I see this so many times, this comparison trap, like, oh, I see other moms spending so much time with the kids, picking them up, first thing first, as they can just pick them up from school. And I'm always the latest, or it's a babysitter who picks them up and I can just be with them afterwards. What I tell them when somebody is dealing with this heavy guilt around not spending enough time with the kids, I always tell them, like, look, quality time matters more than quantity. You can honestly be 24/7 with your kid and be on your phone feeling frustrated, resentful, and stuck in motherhood, versus doing what feels right and really purposeful in your life, doing the best you can, and then spending that maybe 1 hour or 2 hours after work with them around bedtime, but you are very present. You look into their eyes, you ask questions what happened that day. That quality time matters. And that quality time actually matters more than X hours when you are just checking out and you are not present. So this was really a love letter to the working mom, that I know it's hard. I know how many guilty thoughts you may have, but hear me well. You are a good enough mom. Nobody knows what's the best for you, only you. And if you choose this way, if you are working and at the same time mothering, you are amazing and you are a good enough mother. I'm so grateful that you listened in today too. I cannot wait to hear from you too. So just leave me a review, comment on the episodes. I want to serve you with the best topics possible. I have so many ideas already in my head, and I cannot wait to talk to you soon. Bye.